What you're seeing in the background right now is an easy demon called Iz. Iz was recently put on as the weekly demon in Geometry Dash, and I, luckily, was able to beat it in the week it was on the weekly for. But sadly, I was not able to record my completion, considering that my phone could not handle a big recording software, Geometry Dash, and a level with a high amount of objects. So, I decided to start a new series where I talk about levels that I was not able to record, but was able to beat. I wanted to try and spice up Geometry Dash content instead of just uploading replays of levels that I was able to either get far on or completed. So please do tell me what you think of this new series in the comments. So without further ado, let's get into Iz. So, as we begin the level, we can see that we enter a spider part with some pretty easy timings and pretty easy orbs to hit. Overall decoration wise, it's nothing really special and is a little bit on the generic side. After exiting the spider part, we are treated with an easy UFO and cube part, followed up by a decently easy spider part. The decoration here is decently okay, but after the wave part, we are introduced by the drop. The drop is nothing special, but is definitely one of the harder parts of the level itself. I must say, playing from zero to the drop was pretty stressful, but once I got past it, it was pretty easy with this upcoming spider part. The spider part is by far the easiest part in my opinion, with some pretty good sync parts with it. And now we enter the worst part of the whole level, being the UFO. You're going to die here quite a bit playing from zero, so try to be expected from that, as the gameplay is very inconsistent from the rest of the level. But luckily, we are treated with a very easy ship section. And lastly, the final UFO. A pretty stressful, but very easy part. Just try to maintain nerves. And just like that, the level has ended. So now, we've gone over gameplay and some parts of decoration. But what about stuff like the song? The song is nothing special, but in my opinion, it's actually kinda good, and it's definitely one of the better songs that have come out from the Weekly Demon songs. When I mean by the Weekly Demon songs, I mean by the songs that are used in the Weekly Demons, and how most of them are just generic trash that you would hear in a Nine Circles level. Another thing that caught my eye in the level is its decoration, that even though some of the parts are generic, some other parts are actually pretty good. A good example of a good part in the level decoration-wise would be the drop. Whichever part it was, they used glow correctly and had some very interesting block designs in it as well. Another super good looking part would be the wave. As much as I despise it, it's very well thought out and looks like it was taken care of. And even though I despise the gameplay and how hard it is compared to the rest of the level, it looks very good, and I really like the way it flows. Now, I've said a lot about the gameplay and the decoration, and how, the level goes well with it itself. And now that I've talked about the overall gameplay, the decoration, and the song, I can finally rate it. So, Iz is an easy demon, and in my opinion, gameplay-wise, it is way too easy for an easy demon, and should be rated down to an insane. I'm gonna give the overall gameplay a solid 7 out of 10. The wave would have really brought it to an 8 or a 9 if it really wasn't that bad. Decoration, in my opinion, is going to be a 5 out of 10. Some parts are pretty good, but others are just super generic and kind of just whatever. What I'm really trying to say is that it's not very memorable, and that in time I won't really remember how it looks. And finally, song, I'm going to give the song a solid 8 out of 10. The song is very good in my opinion, and it really fits well with the level. For the overall level, I'd give it a solid 6.5 out of 10, considering that the decoration isn't very good, but stuff like the gameplay and the song are pretty decent. So yeah, that is Is, and I had a lot of fun making this video. It took me a while, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I put a lot of effort in it, and as much effort as I could, and have a good day.